So you want to get good at airsoft, huh? That's easy. All you gotta do is be born me. It's like, no, just kidding, just kidding. Dig this, dig this. You already know who it is. It's Cuzz Lightyear back at it with another one. You know what I'm saying? Today, I decided, I ain't really going out to the field today, so I decided to make like a airsoft beginner's tips type of video. Like I'm a veteran, military background. I was a bail enforcement agent for a little bit. Attended plenty of classes. Had the chance to jump in and train with some special forces guys. Get in the shoot house. So I think I got a little bit of background to talk about this. I'm not the greatest at airsoft, don't get me wrong, and I don't think anybody is, but one thing I want on my channel is I try to show the real. If I got hit 50 times that game, I just got hit 50 times that game. The only thing that I cut out is the time it takes for me to walk to spawn and back, and all that stuff from getting hit. But every hit, everything I try to call, I try to show the real, because a lot of YouTubers, I feel like they only want to show the highlights, or they just running around gunning down 100 people and pretending they didn't get hit. No, I'm gonna show the real, and the real is that you're gonna get hit a lot in airsoft. If you play it, you already know. There ain't nothing I gotta even stress about. But anyway, so we're gonna do a little tutorials of little things that you can do, little tactics you can do to keep yourself alive a little bit longer, and we're gonna get right into it. All right. One of the first things that's most important when playing airsoft is finding you some cover. That's the #1 thing that you always gotta be looking for. You have to, at all times, be looking to try to find cover. Make sure that you're covered, making sure that, especially if you're by yourself, you can't cover all angles, but try to be behind something, and the best part about airsoft is a lot of things that would be only concealment in real life are covered in airsoft, but this wall in particular would be covered, so you come up to a good piece of cover. One thing I like to do is, I don't like to be, most people like they want to be married to the cover. They want to be right up on here, right up on the wall. I like to be about 6 inches back, to where you can just present, and you can get around that cover pretty easily, and it works both ways, even if you're kneeling, back up, you can get around that pretty easily. What you want to make sure is that you want to have an understanding of angles. You don't want to present yourself in a way that everyone can engage you, but you can't engage everyone. You want to cut off sections of the pie as you're coming out, and you want to make sure that at all times that you can, as much as you can, control what you're shooting at and how much incoming fire you can receive. So, if I was to come around this corner, you can peek. That's one thing I like to do. I like to peek once, bang, then drop, bang. Like, you try not to be in the same place that they just saw you multiple times. Try to alternate between standing and kneeling peaks. You can even take your gun offline and do a little number like this. I've seen that a lot. I've even done it, to where you're minimalizing the amount of your body that's getting exposed. So we have a wide we're gonna pretend that this door isn't here, you know, for this application. So we have a doorway that you would come up to, you know, and I mean, naturally, of course, we got the I can see through it, but we're gonna pretend that we can't see through it. So as I'm coming up to this threshold, you like I said, we're gonna try to take pieces of the pie. So all I can see right now is a little sliver, you know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly try to clear it without trying to cross the threshold. And once you can visually see inside, like till about right here, because you don't want to stand here too long. You know, it's called the fatal funnel. You know, hallways, doorways, you don't want to be there because rounds can just come through. So when you about right here, because I done physically seen most of this area right here, I'm gonna make entry and I'm gonna get in here, you know? So I'm gonna show that again. So that's it, I'm coming up. I got a sliver, I'm stacked almost, you know, because I'm only taking this wide angle because naturally the door is right here, but I'm gonna start slicing. And once I get right here to right about where that threshold is, to where I'm not really standing in there, I'm gonna get in here and present, you know, collapse my sector and get back on out of here. So the reason, oh yeah, another tidbit about the something that I did too is being cognitive of the placement of your arms, the placement of your gun, your replica. You know, you don't want to give yourself up before you have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to expose yourself. Basically, you don't want to expose yourself if you don't have to. So that means keeping that chicken wing tucked, you know what I'm saying? And another little thing is retracting the gun as you're making entry, because you don't want to just come in like this, like most bush troops, because they're going to see your muzzle. As soon as you crack this threshold with your muzzle, if it was real life, somebody had to grab it, you know? So as you're coming in, you want to retract, you know? And if you want to do it towards the camera, you want to come out and present, you know? Another thing that is very important is that you can practice at home that doesn't require, and all this stuff can be practiced at home. I'm in the backyard right now, but some things that'll get your airsoft game to a new level and you'll be making shots so much more easier is practice pointing, both your rifle and your pistol. So you can come, you know, from your low ready, high ready, whatever you want to do it, and you get on target. You find a target, and you get on target. And you just keep pointing, you know, from a low ready, you know. Even with the pistol, you know, you get on target. Practice pointing. You know, whether you at a low ready, practice pointing. Yeah. Doing things like that, every time you pick up your replica at home, if you just go around and you practice pointing, switching off the safety, switching on the safety, you know, even reloading. You know, bang, 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 reload. You know, getting on target, you know, anything, practice all of that. You know, it don't cost no money to practice that at home. And it's just as important as the rest of this stuff. You know, everybody want to be the special secret snowflake, Navy SEAL, Gravy SEAL. None of that matters if your basics ain't right, you know. So, another tool that is underutilized is transitioning. Like, so either transitioning from shoulder to shoulder. You know, normally I don't even run my sling around my neck when I'm playing, but so transitioning shoulder to shoulder, or whether that's transitioning from primary to secondary. So that would be kind of like, you would have to have your sling going for this one, but you bang, 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 getting it out the way and getting to your secondary. So one thing, because so the importance of transitioning is not all the time are you going to be on your strong side, your right hand side. Before the GoPro overheated, stand up to the side. I was talking about the importance of transitioning to your left side, because if you come across cover with your right side, you're exposing all this. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. Whereas if I was a strong side, you know, coming across a cover on the right hand side, it would be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So in this instant, I would transition and I can do the same thing that I needed to do. I can advance and then get to where I need to get to. So now that I have my son out here, you know, I've been trying to teach him certain aspects of this game, certain aspects of the same thing that I'm doing. So he's gonna run these drills with me. All right. On this far side, and we're gonna come around this corner. So I would, yeah. So we're, like I said, we're pretending that this door don't exist. So I would come wide, and remember when I enter, I go one way, you go the other way, right? Yeah. All right. So I would come in, bang, and you go that way, bang, and we commence our sector of fire. You come up. So seeing that most airsoft doors are already open, you know what I'm saying? Some of them are closed, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna run through that scenario. So ready? So that's one way to make entry into, you know, three man make entry into a doorway. You know, I'm not really too big into how it looks, you know, the airsoft. I know that probably looked a little bit more, you know, special forces than need be, but you know, that type of stuff keep you alive. So another thing that like since my family's out here, what I was working on, cover. How to take cover, how to keep around cover. You know, Renee, you good at it. So we all gonna demonstrate how we actually take cover on the right side. So remember, I like to be, you know, you don't want to, like as I said before, you don't want to be married to the cover like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get your maneuverability if, you know, you gotta look back. If you out here, at least about a foot to change back, you know, you can bang, peek out, bang. So do that. Come around the corner and peek out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good, good. I was teaching them how to pie, you know what I'm saying? How to pie individually. So as you seen when I was pieing, like how I came around and was pieing. So in the open door type environment like this, I'm doing it by myself. So back there, watch me right now. So I'll come around, you know what I'm saying? So you can see all that area right there. You don't have to physically go in at this point because you can see that it's clear. But when you get right here at the threshold, you know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna pretend that all of this is blocked off, you can't see. So when you get to that threshold is now when you want to run in and get that area. You know what I'm saying? So pieing, that's how you would, if you're by yourself, you want to make entry into a room. So I'm gonna do it again. You coming around, you're getting a visual snapshot, and right, because you don't want to stand right here and be, you don't want to take it all the way here. Sometimes you can, depending on the situation. But if you're going in there, you don't want to just be lingering around here. But if you're just bypassing it, you just want to make sure that it's clear, then yeah, 100%. You can take this approach and then keep it moving. But for right now, we're going to talk about making entry. So come around and bang, get that picture. Bang, 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 from right here. Anything. Five. Look, threshold, come in.
Bang. All
right. Okay. Five. Threshold in. Yep. So when you come in, you want to be gun ready. You know what I'm saying? As you're coming in, you need a shooting solution. So you want to be here. But you know what I'm saying? Great. All right. I always like to finish up with 5 reloads. You know what I'm saying? Because that type of stuff keep you sharp. You know, the more that you practice reloading, the better that you'll be able to do it when it's really going down. So, you know what I'm saying? Speed reload. Speed reload. My shit ain't even come out yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
It's alright.
Oh my god.
I messed up too. It's cool. Alright, tactical reload. I threw my shit on the ground. It was supposed to be a tac reload. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Tac reload. Oh no, this joint is hella tight. Tac reload. The last one, speed reload. Alright.
And just one more for good luck.
Alright. Alright, be good.